Hi everyone, this is Erin Stelter, and this is my week 4 video 2. And I am in the parking garage at work, so you're getting a little change of scenery from me. And I'm gonna talk about the our chapter we read from Superhero Comics by Chris Gabler. And the concept I found really interesting was in section 6 about representational abstraction. Where he talks about the abstraction grid and even before, like starting on page 234, where he's talking about density and line distortion and kind of goes through and explains all of those. I thought it was really cool to have kind of a concrete way to, as they call it, do an image analysis that can be, pretty subjective. But this kind of gives us a tool to analyze that. And then I like how they go through and kind of like give an example with the silhouettes and talk you through it and talk about how, like what was most common in like the it says the 1940s, 1950s, and 1960s was the 4-3. And how it's kind of now moved to a 3-3, but also how that's continuing to change, and which I would agree, because I think a lot of artists are now using digital media as opposed to not digital media. Sorry, my brain's not working, but so that's probably gonna like move things towards more detail and more photorealistic, being able to use those digital tools. And just for example, like I like to read the Neil Gaiman Sandman series, and he uses different artists, and so some of them are much more photorealistic, and I think it mentions in here Dave McKeon, he often actually uses photos in his artwork. He does like kind of some mixed media stuff that's really cool. So anyway, that was the concept that I found really interesting in reading this. And my question is, I thought since they generalize, it makes it clear that just within one story or within even one panel, you can have a different range. But I was wondering what y'all kind of feel that Frank Miller's overall ranges for Dark Knight Returns, based on the abstraction grid on page 238. And so I look forward to hearing your answers on that and watching your videos, and I hope everyone's having a good week. Thanks, bye.